Can't go wrong with keto green enchiladas. Yum. Let's do this. Salsa. So good. It's got a kick. Let's do this. Hey everyone, BusyMami here, and today we're gonna make enchiladas. We're gonna make them two ways. The traditional way, which is with tortillas, and then the keto way, which is with cheese tortillas. The nice thing about this is that it's literally the exact same recipe. The only difference here is that you're gonna use a different vessel to hold the salsa, which is great. So let's get started with our green peppers. Actually, back it up. Should start with the chicken. So chicken takes a little bit longer to make. You're basically gonna take a pot like this. You're gonna go ahead and put 2 large chicken breasts in here to boil, along with a bay leaf, a quarter of an onion, and then you're gonna add some salt to the water. I would say probably, 4 tablespoons of salt, and then you're gonna basically let it boil. So it's gonna take about an hour for it to boil. Once it's done boiling and you basically have it where it's starting to fall apart, you're gonna go ahead and take it out of the water, put it in a plate, and let it cool down because you're gonna need to shred it to make the filling for these enchiladas. Now, these enchiladas can be filled with anything. You can do cheese, you can do potatoes, you can do eggs if you want to. Literally, you can fill them with whatever you want. We are making chicken enchiladas, so we're gonna fill them with chicken. Once the chicken is done, make sure you reserve some of the liquid because it's gonna add a little bit of flavor to that salsa. So prepare yourself. So start your chicken boiling. I'm gonna let mine continue boiling in the back. Now we're gonna go ahead and make our green salsa. Typical green salsa. The benefit of this salsa is you can actually use it and eat it whichever way you want. If you want it with chips, if you want it on eggs, it's awesome. So I like mine a little spicy. We like a little spicy. You can add less peppers if you want. I'm gonna add 5 jalapenos, and I'm gonna add I'm gonna throw in 3 serrano chilies. So these are actually a lot spicier than jalapenos. Now, I add all of them and boil them, and then I add a little at a time as I'm blending just to taste it to see how spicy it is, right? So we're gonna keep, 5 jalapenos, 3 serrano chilies, an entire onion. And then we're gonna add, so this is about 15 tomatillos, but as you can see, they're small. So you're probably gonna need about a pound, maybe a pound and a half of tomatillos. So you're gonna throw them in the water after you've husked and rinsed them. Everything is rinsed before you put it in the water. You're gonna go ahead and add 4 cloves of garlic. I have leftover a jalapeno and a serrano chili because I'm really afraid these are gonna be really spicy and I don't want it to be to the point where you can't taste it. So we're gonna let this boil for about 20 minutes, maybe 30 depending. You basically want the chilies and the tomatillos to lose a little bit of their color and get a little more pale, then you know that they're ready. So we're gonna boil these and be right back. All right, so our jalapenos and tomatillos and onions have boiled, and our garlic. And so now we're gonna blend it all up. So I put it all into the blender. There is a little bit of juice that comes out. That's from the tomatillos. They do lose a little bit of the, juice. We're gonna throw about a 1/4 cup of the chicken stock that's left over from your boiled chicken. We're gonna throw about 2 pinches of dried oregano, just to give it a little flavor. I'm gonna throw in we're gonna throw in 1 full teaspoon of adobo. You can actually use salt if you choose. And then also 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Again, we're gonna try this as it goes just to see. So now we're gonna blend. Blended. Okay, it's still steaming. I'm gonna try it and use a measuring spoon. It's got a kick. So I purposely left out 2 jalapenos and 1 serrano chile. because I knew that these were gonna be spicy, and it actually is. So I'm gonna stop there. I'm not gonna add any more peppers to this. But if I was making this for the CEO at my company, I would add all of them because he loves it super spicy. Joe, this one maybe is just for the normal enchilada eaters, but we'll make some hot sauce later. All right, so now that you have the hot sauce all done, you're gonna take it off and we're gonna prep and start to make our green enchiladas. Here we go. Okay, so the last step that you really need to do before you're ready to assemble is to make your tortillas. So I like yellow corn tortillas. I don't like white corn, but you choose whatever tortilla you want. Yellow, flour might be a little too much, so I don't know that I would do that. But these are actually very stiff, so you have to soften them up. So you can either heat them up to warm them up, but I like to throw the traditional way, which is in some hot oil. Put them in some hot oil on a pan, and they get all soft and ready to be made into enchiladas. And it is just that easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 12 of these and be back and we can put them all together. So now that you have all your tortillas ready to go, I let mine cool a little bit just because obviously don't want to burn myself. So I put these in a pan, makes it a little bit easier for me to like dip the tortillas in there. Mind you, this is spicy salsa. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the tongs. So with my red enchiladas, I put extra sauce on the bottom of the pan. This is more liquidy, so I'm not gonna put extra sauce on the bottom. I'm gonna put extra sauce on the top once I make these. So let's get your shredded chicken. Put it on the inside. Yum, yum. These can be filled with anything: chicken, cheese, eggs, potatoes, anything you want. So these are going good. I'm just gonna use my hands and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna make all of these and gonna heat them up in the oven and we'll be ready to eat these. All right, I'll be back when I'm done putting these together for you. All right, so these bad boys are all ready to go. I'm gonna add some more sauce on top of these, just to give them a little more saucy goodness. Make them a little spicier too. All right, and now we're gonna top with cheese. This is Chihuahua cheese. You can do whatever cheese you want. I like Chihuahua cheese. It's very good and I think it has a mild flavor. It's very yummy though. It's traditional, you know, melting cheese. But you can also use mozzarella cheese or the bag of Mexican shredded cheese that has like a bunch of different ones in there. Really, it's your recipe once you make it at home. So put whatever you want in it, whatever you want on top of it. We're gonna put this in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes. They're gonna just melt together. To be honest with you, these are already cooked. Everything is already cooked. You don't have to worry about it, but we're gonna leave it in a little bit longer just to give it a little more kick. All right, into the oven they go. Okay. All right, so my cheese tortillas are out of the oven. If you wanna see how to make these keto cheese tortillas, I have another video and where I talk about how to make these. They're very simple, very easy to do. And now you can have keto enchiladas. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna put a little bit of the sauce, bottom of the pan. I don't do this for the traditional ones with the green, but I do with the cheese tortillas because I feel like they need a little more liquid, so I throw them a little bit. So you're gonna take these, dip them into the sauce, make them all ooey gooey. Dip them in, yum, yum. Then you're gonna add your shredded chicken to them. Then you're gonna roll them up and put it to the side. So filling, roll, and pull. I'm gonna keep doing this for all 4, and then I'm gonna bake in the oven at 350 for about 5 minutes. So that's all you really need. Just gotta reheat them up a little bit. All right, let's bake. See you soon. Okay. Okay, so look at these babies. They are out. The keto enchiladas, so good. Can't wait to try them. We're gonna take them, we're gonna put them on our plate. So I have extra salsa if you wanna put some on. Also, this salsa is really good to keep, so you can use this for whatever you want. You can dress these however you want. I think I'm gonna keep them minimally, honestly, just the sauce and the cheese. But you can go ahead and drizzle sour cream on top. You can put a little lettuce. I might throw a little lettuce. Let's get a little lettuce on these. Put a little lettuce. Give them a little more crunch. Dang. So question, you know, I just went to get my fork for this. Do you guys hip check your like drawers? Because I feel like that's how I close pretty much every drawer. I don't think I've ever used my hand. Let me know in the comments if you do that too. So now is the time to try the keto chicken enchiladas. Let's see how I feel about it. I like the red ones, so I'll probably like the green ones too. Okay. These are definitely gonna be chewier than regular enchiladas because of the cheese, but they are delicious. You have a little bit of that crispiness that you get from the lettuce, the freshness from the green salsa. You have the delicious chicken inside. Honestly, you guys need to try these because you will not miss the tortilla when eating these. All right, so we've taken our regular green enchiladas out of the oven and they are ready to be eaten. So they're all ooey gooey. We're gonna go ahead and take 2 of these, and don't burn yourself like I have done multiple times. I added a little bit of salsa to the plate just to help give it a little more tang. And I'm gonna top these with a little sour cream. If I can make it do the thing. Yum. Sour cream. I'm gonna top it with a little bit of salsa, right? A little bit extra salsa. Some cilantro. I love me some cilantro, and adds a nice little block of color. And then, you know, I left my lettuce over there, so I'm gonna put a little lettuce on top. And these, my friend, are done. What do you think? What do you think? Are they beautiful? So I'm gonna get a fork and we're gonna try these. All right, so it's time to try these guys. So let's see. So good. You have the tanginess of the tomatillos, the spiciness of the jalapeno and serrano chilies, that topped with the freshness of the cilantro and the sour cream and the lettuce, with that yummy, yummy chicken inside. These are fantastic. So I hope you guys try these at home. Remember, you can add as much spice as you want. Make these your own. Fill them with whatever you want. As always, please like, subscribe, and comment on this video. If there's any other video you want me to do, any other recipe you want me to do, feel free to send it over my way. I welcome a challenge, and I hope you enjoy and make these for your family. Have a great day. Bye, guys. Yo hablo español. Hola, me llamo Alejandra y yo soy la BusyMami. Por si no saben, mi primer idioma fue español. Yo aprendí el inglés cuando tuve 6 años y vine aquí a los Estados Unidos. Placer en conocerlos.